because we have some great things as you get ready to maybe travel for the holidays. Then we're gonna get you all ready no matter where you're going, because we're gonna start off with something truly every single person. You need this, and this is a simple solution that we have at one of the best values I have ever seen us offer, which is, if you've heard about it, RFID, radio frequency. That is what you are now being ripped off. It is the latest type of technology that people are walking by, scanning your credit cards and taking all your information. But TravelSmith, which is truly one of the premier curators of great travel items in the country, if not the world, has put together a 4-pack of RFID blocking cards. One card is going to block and keep safe your wallet or your purse. We're gonna bring in Christine Van Blockland, who is joining me, who is not only kind of a travel host on PBS, but in addition to that, you're actually a writer for TravelSmith as well. So when I say familiar, you really use these products a lot, but this is something everybody needs to use.
Absolutely.
$5 a card.
Yeah.
Okay, this is pretty much unheard of at $5 a card, because we have a special price on this. We have 2 flex payments on it. You get to choose your color, black, blue, green, or red, but whatever color you choose to do this. Takes a second.
Absolutely.
And you're finished and you're protected.
Absolutely. And what better gift to give during this holiday season than the gift of safety? You know, we're talking about TravelSmith, and the biggest thing that TravelSmith loves to say is travel is about whether you're traveling the world or traveling across town to do your grocery shopping, your holiday shopping. Everybody should be safe. So you may be asking yourself, hey, I've heard of this RFID protection technology, but what is it and why do I need it? Well, here is the bad news, everybody. Once upon a time, it used to be that as long as you still had your credit card, like, hey, I have it, it's in my pocket or it's in my purse, then I'm fine. Nobody stole my information. Well, that unfortunately is a thing of the past. There are bad guys out there. There are electronic pickpockets out there, all because of something called an RFID chip, which is inside your credit cards, inside your driver's license, inside your hotel cards, and even in student IDs and, of course, passports. Here's how the technology works. The bad guy could have a scanner just like this, and you kind of listen for the beep there. I'm going to hear that beep in just a second. There we go. And you can see right here, look at that. Every time you hear that beep, the credit card has been scanned and your information has been stolen. You are a victim of ID theft, and this can be done from 30 feet away, and guess what? You would never know that it had just happened to you. You'd have no idea. Absolutely no idea.
You feel nothing, nothing goes off, there's no sound, nothing.
And the worst part of it is, it's not just a scanner, which, hey, you might have a chance to see that. It can actually be an app on a phone. So somebody behind you, maybe you're waiting in line at security for the airport, or you're even just pumping gas at the gas station, for heaven's sakes. You would never know. Somebody would just have their phone. You think they're just texting on it. They've stolen your identification. So here, we are solving your problems and your worries for you today in something so simple. These RFID block cards have so many wonderful benefits to it. First of all, they're just these tiny, tiny little things. Sorry about that. Tiny little things, the size of a credit card, super, super thin material. Look at that. They're not going to weigh down your existing wallet. You don't have to go out and buy a new wallet. You don't have to use those RFID blocking sleeves, which, yeah, they're pretty, but you know what? You can't tell what you have, you know, right off the bat. Here's how they work. Very, very simple. You take 2, you put 1 at the top. This is a lady's wallet here. You've got 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. It can protect up to 6. Can you believe that? 6 different credit cards or IDs, all there. Just buy 2 little cards, these tiny little things. So I'm gonna put the card right here in between, right smack dab in the middle. We're gonna test it out again. This is the same scanner I just used. No beep, no identification stolen. And this is no joke, folks. You know, we say, oh, it's a headache. It's not a headache, it's a nightmare. If you know, most of us probably know somebody, millions of people get their identification stolen each and every year. Don't let this happen to you. Don't let it happen to your loved ones.
It's $5 a card. I've never seen this before. I've never seen us do $5 a card. This is just a special quantity, and once it's gone, we're done, okay? But I'm just gonna tell you right now, if you have not heard of it, you will hear of it, you will know somebody. People are writing about it in the newspapers now, people are talking about it. I remember when we actually launched this technology as a Today's Special, and in my pre-launch meeting, half the people in my meeting had already been a victim. Because I hadn't even really heard of it that much. They're like, oh, yeah, I got ripped off. It can be at the grocery store. It can be at the airport. It can be absolutely anywhere. $5, you're protected. $5 a card. This is the best value I've ever seen on our RFID technology, especially the ones that are so simple. Some of them do the envelopes. Those are a little bit more of a hassle, okay, to have to take it in, take it out. It only really protects one. This, the whole billfold, okay, the whole thing. And that's the beauty of this. So this is gonna protect 4 billfolds. This is gonna protect 4 wallets. So if it's you, your husband, your daughter, your son, everybody's taken care of, and you're looking at a $20 bill.
Absolutely, and I do want to emphasize again, there are some other RFID products out there, but what makes this one stand out, these have actually been tested in the top RFID lab inside the wallet, and not all of them can say that. And I want to emphasize again, it actually takes 2 per wallet, 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. This is a smaller wallet, so we just have the 1 credit card in between. But remember, it protects up to 6. So here, we're going to use that scanner again. You don't hear a beep. Not hearing a beep is a very, very good thing. We love that. We love that. And try it again with the other scanner. The bad news about these scanners, they're perfectly legal, and you don't know who has them. You could be anywhere, as we keep emphasizing, you could be traveling around on the perfect family holiday vacation, or you could just be running out to the mall or to get groceries. You need to protect yourself and protect your loved ones wherever you are this holiday season.
Make this a stocking stuffer, but don't wait to give it to them. Give it to them early, because you need to start using this immediately. You know, if you haven't heard about it, please Google it, all right? When you Google it,